All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another stream. So now that I've beaten Forest Temple, I'm going to be doing Decay, whatever, however you want to say it, which is an extreme demon. So yeah, a little bit harder. I've been playing it for quite a while. Well, not quite a while. I have a decent number of attempts on it. Plus, I have a decent number of attempts on this practice level, which I use to practice sections of it, of course. And as you can see from this bit here, yeah, I started playing this level back in 2024. Basically, the story goes, I had just beaten Necropolis on January 2nd, 2024. And then I wanted to go for like an extreme, because like Acropolis, I don't really know where it sits in the Insane Demons, but I feel like people usually say it's on like the middle Insane Demons, on like maybe the harder side, especially at the beginning, because that's the hardest part. And that I like slow levels. Acropolis is slow speed for the entire level, and so is Decay. So I was just watching like an EVW video of like the easiest demon of each difficulty, and he said that I think he said Decay was the easiest extreme demon. So I was like, I'll go for that. And plus I like slow levels too. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. And then I played it for maybe like a week or less. I got 31%, and then in normal mode, and then I just stopped playing it for some reason. But I returned a couple of days ago, 6 days ago. And since then, well, as you may have seen, I just got 68% like 30 minutes ago, which is kind of what prompted me to stream this, because I'm like, I don't think I'm going to beat it today, or tonight, because it's kind of late. It's almost 11 where I am. So I'm probably not going to spend a ton of time doing this, but you know, yeah. We'll see. And I'm very consistent at some parts of it. Like, I'm getting better. I'm getting more consistent with the spider. I'll just show you. So this is the spider. Oh, that happens to me sometimes for some reason. It's weird. I really like this part. That I just had a weird, awkward entrance into that, but I'm getting pretty consistent at some of these parts, like the cube, that cube right after the spider. I don't die there a ton, and I don't think, well, I've never died there during a normal mode run, because my previous furthest before I got 68 was like 52, which is right at the end of this spider. I think I was just getting I was getting nervous, so I just died. But yeah, basically that jump pad thing is so weird. I hit the jump pad, but I'm like further down than I should be. So I don't actually make it all the way up. I think it's because I'm hitting the spider. I'm doing it too late. Yeah, it seems to work if I don't go too late. But yeah, I'll put this stream will probably be a mix of just practicing sections plus doing normal mode runs, because it's not like Forest Temple where I could just go from 0 and like have a decent chance of beating it. I still have a decent bit to go, or I still have a decent bit of practice left to do before I can comfortably beat this from 0. But yeah, to be honest, I think I should be practicing the ending bit the most, because wait, oh, wrong section. It's the spider. It's kind of hard to tell where everything is when you look in the editor. Okay. That's what I thought. Okay. I'm gonna put start position right here. I like going from here because it's just, I don't know why. It's like, it feels like I don't really die, like, I wouldn't have that high of a chance of dying to the spider in an actual run. And so it just kind of, it's like an unnecessary bit to add at the moment to any run. Although I don't really have a chance of dying here either. Well, I mean I do, but not a super high chance. Not as high as some other parts. I don't know what's going on with the UFO. Usually I don't have trouble with it. I think I just need to lock in. Plus the ending bit is a pretty tough ship, and the transition to the ship from the cube is pretty awkward and inconsistent, so I'm gonna need to practice that quite a bit too, because dying there would suck. I mean, it's gonna happen, I think, but I want to minimize the chances of it happening. Oh, that was weird. I like skipped that one of those green orbs. There we go. I don't know why I was struggling so much. What? Oh. That happens sometimes. I think I just started jumping up too late. These dash orb, like, sliding bits to immediately, or you have to, like, immediately jump after them. So that can be kind of tough. Because you gotta, like, let go and then immediately jump after. It's a cool mechanic though, I like it. I need to stop jumping so early, because I'm hitting the like the bottom block with the UFO, which stops me from falling into the rest of the pit. So that's how it's supposed to be done. That cube is gonna be tough, I think. I think my best, actually, I don't even know what my best run to 100 is yet. I think my best run to 100 is like 74. Or no, it's 76. So currently, I have the level in 3 runs, which are 0 to 68, 54 to 86, and then 76 to 100. So there's a ton of overlap there, which is good, I guess. Plus, I've done 54 to 86 a lot, so I'm getting more. I've gotten more comfortable with it than the other two. Like, the thing about this level is that the first, like, I don't even know, the first like 20% is pretty easy, to be honest. And then there's this wave at around 20% that is like, or it's like the first spot where I like die decently consistently in the level. Oh, that pink orb timing is tough. Because you can't just buffer it, obviously, because you'd hit the top of, or the bottom of that like structure right above it. Oh, too early. But I'm gonna go to the I'm gonna go over to the UFO bit. I'm gonna start at the UFO. I think this is a good spot for its start position. Kind of. Maybe I can move it over a little bit. That seems better. Or yeah. Oh, that portal thing is kind of odd. You gotta like, you basically use that portal to flip gravity and you immediately jump after it. I just didn't, I think I jumped too late, so I hit the portal, but I didn't actually hit the ground that I was supposed to, so I couldn't jump back. That's how it's supposed to be done. There's that odd ship transition I was talking about. So it's like a dash, it's a dash orb into a pink orb. So you gotta like basically immediately let go of the dash orb and then immediately click the pink orb so you don't lose any height. It's tough, but yeah. I need to practice that bit too. The nice thing about this level is that like a lot of the parts get really consistent. Like this UFO I'm pretty consistent at. This part not as much. Oh, I just missed the green orb. I don't think that's ever happened before. But yeah, I think this is a pretty good first extreme. I don't know what, like, I know it falls very, very low in extremes, but I don't know if, like, more people think it should be an insane demon or something. I don't really know much about the whole, like, ranking thing. I think GDDL, like Geometry Dash Demon Ladder, puts this at like 19 or something, which is like a tier or two below like their lowest for extremes technically. So they don't, even though it's an extreme, that doesn't matter because their ranking system doesn't based on that. I guess when I beat this, I'll give it a rank on there, because hey, that's part of why I'm recording this, you know. So because you need if you want to give a rank for an extreme, you gotta have a video proof. Not for any other kind, but yeah. Although I guess their ranking system doesn't even consider it an extreme. I don't know if they go based off of like the rating in game or their rating on the website. Oh, that was really weird. What? I like skipped a bit because I didn't change gravity. I clicked too early because it's like synced. It's supposed to be like synced with that one synth note. But it's a little bit later. So I click like when the synth note plays, and then I just die. Or maybe I'm just clicking too early. It's probably just that, you know. When I came back to this level a couple days ago, I was like, yeah, there's no way I'm gonna beat this anytime soon, which is kind of funny because like now look at me. I know it doesn't really look like I'm in a state to beat this, but like I don't know. It kind of feels like I am, but also at the same time not really, because like, you know, I have really bad nerve control. Especially for an extreme, because like this is my first extreme, so you know, or it will be. Hold up, I gotta try the up arrow technique. Why did that actually work? What? That's kind of funny. Maybe I'm just born to be a keyboard player. I'm returning to my roots, you know, because I used to play with spacebar. Not anymore, but obviously. Maybe I'm just getting more consistent, because yeah, back before 2020, before like mid 2023, I would play with spacebar, which, you know, is like the worst, or the worst main input method. Because like in my mind, there's three like common input methods. There's spacebar, mouse, and then up arrow. The problem with spacebar is it's just like a big up arrow. Like why would you use it? And also, it's like it's just it's a bigger, well, because it's bigger, it's like, you know, it requires more force to actually like depress it, and yeah, plus it's more awkward to put your hand in a position where your index finger is clicking the space bar, especially your right hand, because most people are right-handed. I'm not, which is probably why I used spacebar for so long, because I use a mouse with my right hand. So it felt really weird to play a game where you need a ton of control over your finger with my non-dominant hand, which I guess is still kind of odd, but my right hand is basically my dominant hand when it comes to like mouse stuff. Left hand is everything else. So I was probably just conditioned into it by like my school or something, because the computer lab there, obviously all the mice were on the right. And that was my first like main exposure to like computer mice, I guess, or just like a common desktop setup. I can probably just start. I'm gonna just do the cube for now, because like I feel like I've kind of proven myself with the UFO, to be honest. think I can put it like here. There it is. Yeah, that works. I need to understand like how to do that ship transition better, or the thing at the very end of this section, because like that's, if I die there, that'd be pretty sad. Because the ship section is definitely gonna be one of the worst parts of the level for me, because I'm gonna be incredibly nervous, and also I'm not very good at ship, but it's not really a regular ship section, because there's none of the gameplay in this level is very regular. Oh, I just completely skipped the over. The ship section feels more like it's like a little bit of flying, but it's a lot of like orbs and stuff, orb timings, which is actually better for me because I don't know, I'm not as good at flying, especially like really controlled flying in slow speed. Yeah, here you can see what I mean. Oh my god. The ending is gonna suck so much. I'm totally gonna die there. If I ever make it there. Okay, I think my problem with the dash orb at that very end there is that I don't hold it for long enough. So I'm like falling too much. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, because I just held it for longer there. Oh, those late orb timings or something. I'm gonna be so nervous when I'm here that like all this training is just gonna go out the window. Oh my god. Yeah, you're not supposed to turn in the cube there. You're not supposed to become the cube there. The last portal, the last cube portal, you have to hit that. But any of the other ones will kill you. That's the thing about, that's like the whole thing about this level. It's like, there's no spikes or anything. Or there's like, nothing that would like just kill you automatically. It's like all just blocks. I guess that's just the way that the creator designed it, but I think it's pretty cool because it leads to a lot of like interesting ways that you can die, like the cube portals, because you get trapped, and obviously you wouldn't be able to traverse that area anyways if you weren't a ship. Well, unless you're like very good at wave, but that would be very difficult. I need to hold that dash orb for longer. That's another one of my problems. Like, I don't hold for long enough because I'm so used to like clicking an orb and then immediately letting go, because if I hold for too long, then I'll jump when I land on the surface. When I land on whatever like platform I'm trying to get onto. And that usually kills you in this level, because there's not much space for forgiveness here. There we go, that was better. It's pretty bleak that I've done 46 attempts or whatever, and I haven't made it to the end at all, or 47. Oop. Oh, I shouldn't click that early. That green orb thing can be kind of odd as well, or just inconsistent, because you gotta like, you can't hit the orb before you hit the pad, but when you hit the pad you get like shot downwards obviously, so you gotta act quickly. There's a couple of other timings that are like that earlier in the level. You'll see when I start doing runs from 0. Yeah, that transition's definitely getting more consistent now that I've figured out what I was doing wrong. That's kind of like one of the main themes of this level. It's not like super learny or anything, but it's definitely a lot of like odd, it's very like odd gameplay that you keep dying to, and then you just figure out the trick and you're like, oh, that's super easy. Or not super easy, but it's just like, it becomes consistent and you never really forget how to do it. And then there's this stuff which is just skill. It's not like odd gameplay or anything. It's just you gotta have good timing. That red orb, oh my god, I'm totally gonna die there. Oh, what? That would be a pretty weird way to get 88%. This level is kind of like the opposite of Acropolis in terms of like how it's balanced throughout the level. Because like Acropolis is like a lot of the hard stuff is at the beginning or like middle of the level, and this is like the opposite. Like all the hard stuff is at the end, and I think it's just harder because I haven't practiced it as much. Like this is definitely the section that I've practiced the least. Like this cube, and this cube, and ship. The ship is the part that I've practiced the least by far. That last orb there, or that last blue orb, you gotta hit it super late. What? Oh, how did I turn into the cube? What? I guess I like let go of the ship like at the last second that it was above the cube portal. So I turned into the cube but somehow survived falling into the pit. Oh, nice little double click there. There's my problem with dash orbs once again. I just let go too early. Oh my god. I need to figure out how to do that, that last black orb thing. I think the way that you're supposed to do it is to like click and hold before the black orb so you can buffer it. And then, wait, actually, I don't think you can buffer as a ship, can you? Let me just, I'm gonna go to the ship and just try this. Okay. Not quite here. Here it is. Okay. Flip gravity. Yeah, that seems like a good spot to start. Yeah. It helps too, because it helps me practice the transition. Right. That's why I don't typically, when I have a start position, I don't usually put it like at the very start of a section if I can avoid it, because I like to start with the transition. So I'm like, when I'm actually playing the level, I'm not like, I've like practiced that enough to where it's not gonna mess me up, because the transition is pretty important, especially for this ship because it's so odd. This also won't be confusing at all because the totally won't be confusing at all because I'm gonna have the alternate colors on, because in the very beginning there's like in the ball there's this bit where you need to like, or you can choose between alternate colors and like the normal ones, which you see here. So when you choose alternate, the level's like more green and stuff. It's just, you know, alternate colors for, I guess, colorblind people. I don't know, or just for whoever wants them. But the alternate colors ways is actually easier. It's a slightly different route, but it's way easier for me. So I always just take that one, and now it's just muscle memory. So I just have the alternate colors enabled every time. So it'll look different if I'm doing this from 0 on normal mode. Okay. Oh my god. I'm really bad at hitting that black orb there. This orb you gotta, or the dash orb there, you gotta like start it when you're at your highest point of your jump. Because if you don't, you won't have enough height with the pink orb to get into the ship portal. That's one of the that's probably the hardest transition in level. Except for maybe like the cube to the first cube to the wave. Because that is it's like a jump that you just have to time super late. But that's a lot earlier in the level, so you know, I'm not stressing at that point, obviously, because it's at like 20%. There, okay, you're supposed to, yeah. So you're supposed to hit the black orb like that, and then you need to immediately like fly up slightly, so you can fall downwards and have enough momentum to fall through the hole. Oh, I didn't fly high enough. Still not high enough. I think a good strategy is to like click the black orb and then just hold, so you fly up, like, you know, not automatically, but you know what I mean. Oh my god. Wait, I gotta pause for a second. I just realized, or I just remembered that I have this like ice cream bar that I got. That's been sitting here for 30 minutes. So yeah, I gotta eat that. It's actually not as melted as I thought it would be. There we go. Still a little cold, but not that much. Okay, wait. Okay. I'm going to go wash my hands and throw this away. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Whoops! I just like hit my microphone stand. Okay, well, I've returned. That was probably one of the weirdest things to happen. Probably the weirdest thing that's happened in one of my live streams. Well, there haven't really been that many of them, so you know. Like, I did 3 Acropolis streams, and then 2 Forest Temple streams, and then this one, so 6. I guess if you count the 10-year, or the Geometry Dash 10-year anniversary stream, then it's 7, but that wasn't even on this channel. You know, because I said I was going to stream it on this channel, but the reason I didn't is because when I said that, I hadn't actually activated or I hadn't activated full permissions for this account yet, and so I did that immediately, and that includes streaming. You need to activate some certain permissions to be able to stream. So I did that immediately after. But the problem was that there we go. The problem was that you have to wait 24 hours until you can do your first stream. And I think I did it on, I either activated it on August 12th or 13th, so I'd have to wait the actual like 10-year anniversary video was gonna premiere in less than 24 hours, so I couldn't actually stream it on this channel. That was kind of funny. So I had to stream it on my other channel, or I guess main channel, which is a nice return to my Geometry Dash roots on there, because that's actually how that channel started, and that used to be the Geometry Dash channel, which is why I say that in my description here, and also the Remember GD Fusion banner, which I might change actually, because it's kind of an odd, or it's kind of a funny, it's just kind of funny, but it doesn't look the best, because that channel used to be called GD Fusion, which was my old name, along with Quecky Becky. That was my old Geometry Dash username. Oh my god, that was so dumb. That's like a nickname for one of my cats that I had back then. Well, she's still alive, obviously, but that was something that I called her back in like 2018. She's actually 10 years old, so she's about, or not 10, but almost 10. She's like almost as old as I was when I was making those videos. Because I was 11. I'm revealing all my personal information on the internet. I don't know. I can't wait for the person to watch this live stream at this timestamp of like 43 minutes. Or so, 42 minutes and 30 seconds. And be like, huh. He revealed his age in 2018. Now I can deduce everything about his life. Where he lives. Well, I guess you already could have figured that out based on what time I said it was when I started this stream. But that still is a very wide range of places. You know, like, it's hundreds of millions of people in that area, or in the area where, or in the time zone that I live in. Bro. At least I think. There's got to be at least 100 million people in my time zone. Oh, I clicked it too early. There. That ending is so weird. I'm gonna like... something bad is gonna happen there. Okay, let's just start running some runs from zero. Also, I think it's criminal that this level only has a star rate and it didn't get featured. At least featured, because like I don't think it would have gotten epic. That seems too far, but like I mean, this is a really cool looking level. But this is what I was talking about. So this the alternate color route here is this thing up here. Normally you'd go through the middle there where that blue pad is, but that's just harder, and so I just do this instead. But yeah, it is more green, and then it gets less green. There, not green anymore. But I can try to go through the middle there. I'll just try it. See how hard it is. Oh, almost. But yeah. After I realized that that's like the main route, I started trying to force myself to like go back there or go that way, but it was too late at that point. I had already like developed the muscle memory for this part. here's that. Oh, I didn't even. Okay, but there's that transition into the wave. So you gotta hit that dash orb pretty late, and then jump off that platform that you're going onto into the wave portal, which is pretty far away for slow speed, or like about as far away as it could possibly be. Yeah, see that? Oh, this part's tough. That wave is like the first place where I have a bigger chance of dying. Well, I know I've been dying a lot here, but like, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, too early. Sometimes even if you do it too early, it'll like push you up onto the block, because that's how dash orbs work, but you have to be pretty close to being aligned with it anyways, so that doesn't usually happen. There we go. I held for too long in the exact same spot. That wave is like also one of the areas that I've practiced the least. Just because it's just far enough into the level on normal mode that it's like I don't get there like every time. And but it's too early to really practice that much. This part's cool. Oh, too early. I remember thinking that I was like a god when I got there the first time in normal mode, but yeah, this isn't really that hard. Still though, my heart rate starts going up when I get there for some reason. I think it's just because I've gotten so used to thinking of that as being like super hard to get to or something, even though it's not. Oh, I hit that dash orb too late, and I hit that wall of slopes there. That wave part is really cool though. I really like the gameplay there. Like the dash orbs are just so seamless. It's nice. This level does a lot of interesting stuff with dash orbs. Didn't click fast enough. But yeah, I think the fact that I'm like getting to the spider often enough is a pretty good sign. Although, you know, there's from the practice attempts that I was doing earlier, there's still a lot where you can tell that there's still a lot left even after that. I mean, I haven't even made it to 50% yet. So, and the second half of the level is definitely harder than the first half. Like, no doubt. So it really is the opposite of Acropolis. Oh, yeah, you get that message if you don't hit the wave 40, you just get high in the bottom right. Is that a Kermal reference? High by Kermal. Oh. I didn't click early enough. I think it's funny how I'm getting further in this level than Forest Temple, like, and also the fact that I started at 68 with 68% in normal mode on both times. Because when I started streaming Forest Temple 2 days ago, I was at 68%. And on this level, I'm also at 68%. It's like a curse or something. I gotta die at 68 before I can start streaming. Wow, I don't usually die there. That's kind of odd. The die to the slopes like that. It's funny because I can't describe what I'm doing when I'm playing. Like, if I'm trying to think about this level and like think about what I'm gonna do, in a part, when I'm not actually playing it, I'm like I don't know what I'm actually gonna. I don't know like what I'm doing or like how I'm clicking. It's just like I said the exact same thing about Forest Temple, but it's like it's just really weird. I don't know. I think that's literally just the definition of muscle memory, though. It's like I can't think about. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just doing it, you know. Like this ball. I mean, it's pretty easy to understand what's going on here. Oh, well, maybe not. It's gonna feel so good when I beat this, though. Oh my god, that's weird. I died to that spot again. Because I know that I'm gonna fail after 68. Like, there's no way that I'm gonna make it to 68 one of these attempts and then, like, somehow survive all that stuff when I was dying to it so much earlier. I mean, I'm definitely gonna be more locked in and focused, but also more nervous. Oh, what? The whole like effect there doesn't, or makes it hard to tell where or like what is actually, what will actually kill you, because it's obviously the white part, but it's shaky and stuff. It's a cool effect. It just it obscures the gameplay a little bit, which is kind of the point. And I don't know if the actual, like, I highly doubt that the actual, like, structure there that kills you is moving. It's just the decorations on top of it. Because if the actual structure was moving, that would suck. Because you could think that you'd make it through a part, but then it would like move to the side and kill you when you're going in a straight line. That would be pretty unfair, as GD Cologne would say it. Oh, what? That's weird. I just completely skipped that platform. Kind of like how I skipped the other one for the alt color mode. That blue orb timing is like deceivingly difficult. Oh, rip. Because if you hit it too early, you'll get thrown up into the wall and just die. And if you hit it too late, when you jump, you'll hit the structure like in front of you. And basically the way that I do it is I just click and hold, because you gotta jump immediately, like that. Otherwise, you'll die. And there's no penalty for jumping too early, so there's no point in not jumping immediately anyways. Oh, it's the exact same spot as last time. Well, not last time, but you know, a couple attempts ago. Yep. Made it past that bit, which is nice. Oh, I did that weird thing where I hit the black orb after I went into the portal. So I went the opposite direction I was supposed to be going. Because the way that bit works is you like hit the black orb and then you immediately changed gravity. So your momentum causes you to curve and keeping you in the air and allowing you to get to the next portal. Basically the way that I do that is I just buffer. So I like press the first one, or I buffer for the first one, and then once I change gravity, I immediately click and hold again, and then just do that 3 times. It's pretty simple, but yeah, there are some cases where you can like make it into the spider and still survive even if you don't do it normally, but I haven't trained for that because there's not really any reason to. Besides like the one edge case like that where, you know, I make it to the spider, but then I don't know what to do after that because I haven't trained. Right. At least I'm like decently consistently making it to the wave. I just die a lot there, so I should probably practice that more. But I feel like that bit is like very just like, I don't know, skill based, and like I'm not gonna get better at the wave, you know. It's just like stupid stuff where I like let go too early. And it's so slow that you can kind of just look at what you're doing and like react based on that. Like, I know that's obviously how Geometry Dash works, but like it's just different when you're going this slowly. You just have a lot more time to react. It's just the corridor, or the wave corridor, is so tight there. Oh, that doesn't happen very often. Or I don't die to that dash orb too often. I'm gonna try up arrow for a second. Oh. Because I'm getting like carpal tunnel on my mouse. It's probably louder too. I held for too long. I feel like when I use up arrow, I just like, it takes longer for it to like come back up, like I said. It probably doesn't actually, but you know. I wasn't far enough up. I haven't made it past the wave in a decent bit. Or actually, I guess I did make it to the spider, like, pretty close, or not too long ago. I usually just click there, like, I just, like, tap my mouse very lightly because I don't want to go too far, and it's such a short rise. But I wasn't far enough. I wasn't, like, in the right position to do it there. Or maybe I just didn't hold for as long as I usually do. Okay. Attempt 70, this might be a good one. We'll see. Yeah, I was right. Well, I was pretty much right there. Well, now we've made it past 50. That was 54. So see, I can do the wave, just occasionally. There, that's what happens if you hit it too late. You just die, because you jump into the other structure. I let go too quick, or too early. I did that thing again, that was funny. I just like skipped a platform. Oh, too late. Oh, I did that thing again. I clicked. I clicked too early at the start of that UFO there. Oh, wow. Oh, I gotta calm down there for a second. My heart. Oh, this isn't good for my heart. Don't be concerned about anything though. It's I'm fine. I'm just like, I just get the usual heart racing thing. I'm gonna. I got some dropped frames apparently, so that's cool. Whatever. Okay. Let's get some fresh attempt counts. That's always good. Or maybe not. But yeah. See, that's what can happen. That's what can happen when I lock in. Yeah, I'm gonna just make a little note. Around I think it was like maybe like 104. I'm just gonna say that so I know where to look when I come back for it later to clip, if I'm gonna clip that, which I might. Unless I do better at some point. Like maybe I'll get 69% instead. Yeah, maybe the same thing as Forest Temple will happen, where I get 69%. Like, that's the first bit of progress that I make at all, that was kind of funny. Like, I literally just progressed by a single percent. Although I don't think that would happen here because, like, once I get into the UFO, I'm like, I get pretty consistent at it. I just mess up. Sometimes I mess up the first bit, like there. So, but once I'm like into it, I shouldn't have too much trouble making it to the end of it, unless something weird happens. Well, besides the fact that it's like I'm at like 70% in this hard level. Nerves. Oh, I jumped too early. That's funny. That has not really happened at all before. I was too excited to do the cube. It's just too much fun. I do like how like cube carried this level is though, because I'm like pretty good at that. I know it is like the most basic game mode, but whatever. I say I'm cube carried as I die in the cube. But there's four cube sections here. Well, technically there's 5 because the very end of the level is a cube section where you fall to the end of the level. But there's no gameplay there. no inputs matter, so yeah, not really a section. So it's really just 4 main ones. And every other game mode has just, I think, just one section. Because there's one ball, one wave, one spider, and then one UFO and one ship. Yeah. Are there any excluded game modes in this level? Like game modes that were in the game in 2.1 that weren't used. Oh wait, I guess robot. I think that's it though. I'm pretty sure, or all the other game modes got used. Yeah. And I feel like robot doesn't really need to be in a level like this, to be honest. Because the thing about robot is that there's like really, this level doesn't have a ton of things where it's like a variable, like a variable controlled thing, like ship, you know, where you're like freely flying around, which is a very like analog way of controlling it. This level feels more like rigid and stuff, and the robot is more of an analog kind of thing because it's like a wide range of jump heights that you can do. I don't know what I'm saying, but you know, cube is basically just like fixed robot, which this level is very like that. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe. Oh, that was weird. I just stopped reacting. What am I doing? It's kind of funny. Now I'm not holding that dash orb for too long. Or long enough, I mean. Rip. Oh, I think I let go too early there. Okay. Attempt 32. This is gonna be a good one. Never mind. I was really thinking of attempt 33, you know. Pretty easy to mix up there. I was really thinking of attempt 34, not even, I meant 35, you know. I really meant 36. I mean, 36 is just a clean and even number. It has to be a good attempt, right? was a very late jump there. Nope, too long. Okay, 37, kind of a random number. This is probably going to be an okay attempt. Maybe not great. Probably not great. I mean, yeah, that's just meh, I guess. Now 38 on the other hand. This one's gonna be horrible. I'm gonna die really early. I didn't even try to do that. That just happened. Okay. Now 41. It's a pretty silly number. I think we might get 41% here. You never know. Maybe more, maybe less. Nope, 28. Now attempt 42. The answer to, or the answer to the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything. Remember what I said last time? It's pain and suffering, so we're just gonna suffer this attempt. We're either gonna get really far and then die, or something else. I don't know. See, we died at 42%. I think it's trying to tell us something. Okay, I'm locked in now. I'm gonna use the up arrow. That was a super late dash orb click there. That was like EXO, the 3% dash orb. That was, I don't know what that was, but it was something. Now attempt 50. This one will be something. Maybe we'll get 50%. With the up arrow. Oh, I missed the dash orb completely. Okay, time to do mouse again. I did that thing again, that's kind of funny. That was, I don't even know what that was. That was horrible. I was like holding the green orb like it was a dash orb for some reason. So then when I got the actual dash orb, I clicked it like a regular orb. Too early. I did that thing again, that's funny. I like, I don't know why I just didn't jump there. That's weird. I think I might have thought that I wasn't even gonna make it to that platform because I thought I was just gonna die from hitting the side of the wall. I wasn't even looking at my monitor for the first like 2%, or my main monitor. That's how ingrained this ball has gotten. I'm like world game, except I'm not cheating. And also I'm not wearing a blindfold. Or I'm not pretending to. Oh. Wait, is this attempt number 67? I can't even tell. Because if it is, we're either gonna get 67% or do not great. Yep. Now, this attempt, this one might be a good one. We might get 69% and enhance the progress, or progress by just 1%, you know. I don't know why, but when I'm playing GD, it's like I just talk very odd, like very weirdly. Like I wouldn't normally talk like this. Like who says it enhance the progress? Hey, that was actually not a bad attempt. I don't usually die right there though, it's kind of odd. Now attempt 70 is going to be a good one. I can feel it in my bones. Oh, that was an immaculate timing. What am I doing? I just completely forgot to click there. But that's the best attempt that I've had since I died to the UFO, I think. So that's pretty good. Oh, too late. It's already been like 20 minutes since that attempt. That's crazy. The one where I got to the UFO. I gotta get a breakthrough here. Come on. Although getting past the wave into the spider 2 attempts back to back is pretty good. 69 and 70. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like that's usually how it goes. Like I have like a couple of really good attempts and then it's just like back to normal. And then I get like a really good one, and then I get, and then like my heart is racing after, and I'm like messing everything up. It's, you know, that's just what happens. I don't usually either. That's kind of funny. or there. Okay, attempt 81. This is a perfect square, so that means it has to be a perfectly good attempt, right? And the square root of 81 is 9, or negative 9. So it's got to be, my percent has got to be a multiple of 9. Nope. It's like pretty close though. If I got 18, it would have been. Oh, that's weird. I feel like I don't do that part how the creator intended it to be done. Like when I watched their video of them beating this, they like clicked when they were in that portal and then like immediately changed gravity back to being upside down. But I just like treat it like a regular portal, and there's like enough space there to do that. But I don't know if that's how they actually intended that to be played. But it works and it's easier, so that's how I'm doing it. Let me see if I can even do what they do in their video. There, that's what they do. They just like stick to the ceiling, but there's like no reason to do that when I can just do it the way that I do, which is just that. I don't know, it's kind of funny. I don't know, I guess they probably, they definitely had to know that you could just do that, considering that they had a couple playtesters for this level. They probably just left it in because they're like, whatever, who cares? I'm not gonna add a bunch of stuff to try to get rid of it, you know. Or maybe they didn't realize until they like verified the level and they were like, I'm not re-verifying this. Just to change that. I don't usually die there, that's funny. But I'm getting further again, so that's a good sign. Maybe. But now my heart's racing again. Or just going crazy. That felt very weird. Yeah, that didn't feel good. The way I like started that felt very off, and that kind of messed me up. Nope, let go too early. Wonder what would have happened if I tried to beat this level when it came out. Because it came out back in 2022. I would not have been good enough, I don't think. Because my hardest at the time was Forsaken Neon, which is nothing like this level. Like, there's basically no similarity. So besides like one cube part in the middle of the level, which is like slow and kind of methodical, but it's way easier than this. It's like a really annoying hard demon though, because it's very inconsistent in terms of like, and also kind of unbalanced. Like there's a ball part at the end that's like way harder than it has any right to be. and the wave spam right in the middle of the level that killed me quite a few times. I'm glad that this level doesn't really have any, this level doesn't have any spam, except for like the very end of the UFO. You have to like click pretty quickly to stay out of the cube portal for a little bit, because you gotta like strategically time your entrance to it. But yeah. Oh, that was weird. I think I just held it for too long. Too late. Now attempt 100 is a bad one. It's always a bad one. 101 is usually an okay one, I feel like. We'll see. Just kind of meh. Yeah, it's a pretty meh attempt. Now 103 on the other hand. This one's gonna be outstanding. Not really. But still better than the last one, so that's good. Oh, I don't usually die though, it's kind of funny. You gotta like, I think I just hit the green orb too early, because if you hit it too early you'll fall down instead of just like changing gravity. So yeah, that's what happened. That was pretty late. Oh, not late enough. Imagine if GD had like kind of like a Dance of Fire and Ice. It had like the rating for each like click that you do. It's like, oh, this one's E perfect or L perfect or perfect or early, late, you know. Be kind of funny. Although there's not really any way for there's not really a good way for like a level to just determine that about itself, because there's just so many different ways you could go. It's kind of hard to tell what you're even trying to do, because in those other games you're like on a fixed path, you know. What? Oh, that was weird. I'm kind of surprised I survived for that long after I made the mistake. Oh my god. And I kind of knew that was going to happen. Too early. Oh my god. I don't usually die there. I feel like every time I hear this song, I notice like more and more subtle things about it, which makes sense, obviously. Like there's a very subtle like it's not really a melody. It's more just like a kind of thing. I don't know. It's a very subtle like synth thing in the background. Or maybe I'm just losing my mind. Or I'm hearing something from my house. I don't think it's that though, because it's too consistent to be that. Yeah, it's definitely part of the song. Rip. Up arrow time again. Okay, time for mouse again. I think this is attempt 134. So this is the 34th attempt rule. You gotta you do it decently well. That's the rule. That was decently well, I guess. Ooh, oh my god. Oh my god. Rip. I might start practicing from like 54 again a little bit. In a little bit. If I don't really make any progress, which I mean I haven't made any progress in a while. In like 40 minutes. I always think it'd be funny if I got an attempt where I'm like talking about how I haven't made any progress in a while, and then that's the one where I make a ton of progress, and I'm like, oh well, you know, I guess I was wrong, or I'm trying to stretch this out so I can get a good attempt. I'm trying to stretch out this sentence so I can get a good attempt, and then say that happened. And in the clip, I'll include like a ridiculous amount of time beforehand, just so I can get the context behind it. Yeah, well, it seems to be going so far. Never mind. But yeah, as I was saying, it's funny when, you know, I say like, oh, I haven't made progress in a while, and then I get an attempt where I make progress as I'm saying that, and I'm like, oh, that's quite funny. But it doesn't seem like it's happening. Although maybe. We'll see. If nothing happens before like attempt 160, then I'll probably just go back to practicing from a set percentage. Maybe 54 or at the start of the UFO. Or maybe even from the wave, I don't know. That felt very weird. I don't know why I keep doing that. Oh no, some more frames dropped. Uh-oh. It'd be funny if all the ones that dropped were when I was doing my my super epic 68% attempt, and then it just wasn't recorded properly at all. That'd be fun. Oh, I think something just happened again. Yeah. bitrate got cooked for a second there. I only have 2 more attempts to prove myself. Nah, just 1. Okay, it's time to go back to practicing from set percent. Okay. I guess I'll just start here, because why not? I'll start here until I can, or I'll stay here until I can do this part decently well enough. And then I'll try going to the start of the cube there. That makes sense to practice like that, I feel like. Because I want to get consistent at each part before I stitch them together. That blue orb timing can be very annoying. I just wish it'd be kind of nice if the ship just didn't exist, because like, not the ship, just I guess this ship section, because it's like, it's just so annoying. Oh, I almost did it. Oh, that black orb. Like, that's something else. I don't know why I struggle with that so much. I'm gonna go over to that, where that orb timing is, just to try to figure out why I'm having so much trouble. Although, wait, I can't just do that because the start position is gonna be messed up. Okay, wait, I have an idea. I'll just start here and then go into practice mode and set a checkpoint over there. Now I gotta turn off auto checkpoints. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. Okay, I managed to do it that time. Well, not kind of, you know. There we go. Okay, I like the deadlocked monster that like shows up if you messed it up. Okay, now I just need to get consistent at this. Okay, that's not even that hard. It's just like I'm gonna be incredibly nervous when I'm doing this. I'm probably gonna hit it too early or something. Oh, no. There we go. You gotta hit the portal pretty high up, because otherwise you'll just, or you won't make it, you won't clear that last bit of platform there. Oh, you can actually, I didn't know you could do that. That makes things harder. I didn't know that you could die to the very last bit there. That's kind of annoying. Okay. I'm gonna try it with the up arrow just to see how it feels. Oh my god. My ship control is horrible with the up arrow. Well, it's pretty bad anyways, but you know. At least I'm used to mouse, I guess. I gotta see like the tech behind this though. Like, I gotta figure out when. Yeah, and you can't, well, can you buffer as the ship? I don't even know. I'm just not even gonna try it. I'm just gonna, there, that's what I want. So I don't need to like hold flying, or hold after the black orb and start flying up immediately. Because I can, there's a little bit of leeway there. Not too much, but you know. I don't know how high I have to be. Okay, you don't even need to be that high to make it through there. So that's good. Oh my god. I didn't go up high enough. I thought it was done for there because I hit the top of that other block with my head. And usually if you do that, you just die. Like when you try to go through the cube portal, you don't make it high enough. You gotta hit it. You gotta tap ever so slightly there, but not too much. Otherwise, you won't make it. Like I barely even clicked there, and that was enough. That's kind of funny. Okay, there we go. I think. I'm gonna try going from the start of the ship and just see how that feels. There we go. That was weird. There we go. Okay. So I can do the ship. It only took me 7 attempts. That's not too bad. Now I just gotta get a little bit more consistent at it. I mean, most of the ship is fine. Like, this red orb part is totally, I don't think I've died there at all, really. I probably won't. Oh, I missed the black orb again. No, I didn't go high enough. Too high. There we go. Okay. It only took 14 attempts that time. Okay, I'm gonna put the start position at the start of this cube here. Slow speed, UFO, flip gravity. I think this should be in a good spot. Yeah. Oh, I turned into the cube. That was kind of a crazy fluke though. Or not fluke, just I guess beginning luck. I haven't become fatigued by this part yet. Okay, nice. So I can totally do that. So I don't even know what percent that was. 75, 76. I'll just call it 76. Okay, I'm gonna try going to the start of the UFO and just to see. I think here is a good spot. Wait, actually. Oh yeah, that is a good spot. Okay. Because if I can do this, then I'll have the level in 2 runs. Because I'll have 0 to 68, and then like whatever, 64, 65 to 100. Okay, 65 to 100. Not like it really matters that much because it's already overlapping plenty with 68. Oh my god. I'm gonna like pretend like I'm actually far and like locked in. That's pretty accurate actually. That would totally happen to me. Too early. See, like I was saying earlier, I timed it with I like to time it with like the synth, even though that's not how the level's actually designed, but it feels like it is, so. Oh, that was very weird. I think I went too high on that dash orb. Although the funny thing is that this level is or does very much have some sync. Like those blue orbs are totally synced. So it's like clearly intentional, but also sometimes there's a click where it feels like it's synced, but it's actually not. That UFO spam is actually, or it's like normally I don't like UFO spam, but like that it's actually fine there because it's like it's so short and it's also you barely even have to spam. I'm really just like clicking slightly faster than normal. Too early. I don't know why I started spamming there. It's been conditioned, my brain has been conditioned to spam at the end of this section, so I just was like, oh, I gotta spam. I can't believe I've already done 40 attempts on this. Right. Oh my god, that click. That green orb click. Too early. Oh, I went way too high there. Okay, alright. Oh, that's weird. I didn't fly to up an absolute green orb. That transition felt very odd. I feel like I kind of skipped the green orb a little bit. I mean, I don't think I did, but you know. And then that pretty much messed me up in the ship. Oh, that's weird. I like clipped through that block there. would try up arrow again. I feel like up arrow is terrible for the ship for me. But for like every other game mode, it's like, okay, I guess. I didn't even make it to the ship. I was hoping I would, so I could see whether I was right or wrong. Okay, I'm gonna try, wait. You know what I should do? I'm going to try practicing the wave a little bit, because if I can get more consistent at the wave, then I'll just, like, you know, I'll have more attempts to get further, which is kind of the whole point. Because, like, practicing the ending is obviously very important, but it's like, just the fact that I'm getting there, if I can get there more often, it's gonna, you know, it's gonna naturally just, or that's gonna increase my odds of actually, you know, getting to the end or beating the level. That was very odd. Okay. High level. Although, to be honest, I don't even know why I died of this wave, because it's like, I just did it perfectly fine, like, basically twice in a row. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know, when I say twice in a row, I don't mean, like, falling. I'm not kind of just falling down here, because, like, I didn't even make it to the wave. Oh, there we go. Here's some interesting stuff going on. But I feel like wave is just a very, it's a very hard thing to be consistent at. It's like, at least for me. Just because there's so many possibilities. Although it is way more controllable than ship. At least for me. But that kind of means that it's all up to you to actually do it right, because, you know, I did that weird thing again where I just like completely skipped that red pad for some reason. Hello. What am I doing? There. Basically, for the dash orbs here, it's like the strategy is to get to the basically the very middle of them, and then you'll be fine. But see what happens when I make it past the wave. I just get way further. I died there again. Like this cube is not that bad, so I don't feel like I need to practice it a ton, and I get there enough or often enough. It's like I'm already like pretty much good on it anyways, just from playing the level. Although that was where I actually had my original start position when I first was practicing this level back in like 2024. Maybe I just remember how to do it from that, because it was one of the parts of the level that came back to me like very naturally, I feel like. Well, most parts of the level did, to be honest, except for like the very ending, because I never really played that as much. I was just too afraid of it. So I was like, let's not think about the end, because like I'm never gonna be able to do that, so you know, what's the point anyways? I am dying quite a lot to this wave though, and the problem, the first like 20% of this level is like stuff that there's not really any point in me practicing anyways, because I'm already like practiced enough, and it's just like being able to actually do it, which is just kind of a skill-based thing at this point. Like there's no more that I can really learn from it from the beginning, because I've already learned it. Okay, I want to start doing some runs from 0 again, just to see what happens. Feels weird to be back here. But I'll probably end the stream soon enough because it's pretty late. It's almost 1. It's kind of funny that I say like the first bit of this level is kind of just like filler for me, even though I keep dying to it. Not so much the ball. The ball is like, that's very consistent. But this bit, like it's not even that hard, it's just like, I don't know. I remember when I used to think that getting here was far. Those were simpler times. Oh, I did the thing where it like pushes you up onto the block, and I wasn't expecting that. Oh, I hate dying there so much because I'm like, yeah, I'm almost done with the wave. So I can get onto the more fun parts. Or like the parts where I'm like actually gonna get far. And then I die at the last click of the wave. That's just annoying. There we go. Oh, I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Oh, that never happens. I never hold that dash orb for too long. That's kind of that dash orb is kind of an example of how odd some of the gameplay can be. Like people wouldn't usually use a dash orb like that, you know. Oh, I haven't died there in a very long time. I thought I had that part figured out. I used to die there a bit more until today when I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna figure this out, and then I did. Oh, I didn't make it through fast enough. I was wondering why I wasn't going up, and I was like, oh, wait a second. It's over. That timing is like, it's kind of funny because like, I make it a lot of the time, but it's like, when I don't, it's like also totally understandable because it's like an actually decently hard timing. Although it doesn't really feel like it when you do it, or when you actually do the timing, it doesn't even feel that hard, but it is. Come on. Oh my god, what am I doing? There. What? What am I doing? Oh, what? I like never die there. I just held I held it for too long, and I might have started too high as well. I knew that was gonna be too late. I keep doing that for some reason. Maybe I should practice this cube a little bit more because I keep dying here a lot. Although it could just be because I'm just played it a lot and I'm getting tired. That's what usually happens when you haven't taken a break for a while. So I'll probably do some more attempts and then go to bed because it's late as well. It's like, it's 1:03. Imagine being like a really good player about to verify some crazy hard level and then like your mouse just dies or something. Or your mouse breaks. And you have like 3 clicks left. See, this is why I don't use a wireless mouse. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if a wireless mouse like notifies you if it's gonna die soon or something. Because I haven't used one in a very long time. But yeah. And this Glorious, the mouse that I have has been through quite a lot of abuse. Not abuse, but just hard clicking, like from GD and stuff. Because I've had it for almost 5 years. I know it's not the best for GD because it's prone to double clicking. Or it's like very good at double clicking. Which is more of a Minecraft thing. But I mean, it doesn't really affect my playing that much at all. Until I figure out that I died at like 95% because of some stupid double click or something. Although I don't think double clicks would affect a ship that much. And besides, you wouldn't be clicking that lightly in a ship section anyways. Unless you're pressing one of the orbs, I guess. But orbs are not, you can only click them once. At least, I don't think there are any orbs in this level that you click more than once. So, that's not an issue anyways. There are some, and like Forsaken Neon has some, but you know, you're supposed to double click them, so it really doesn't matter if you accidentally do it, because it needs to be done anyways. Haha. What am I doing? Also, I might as well just pack it up because I'm older than Zoink, but I'm not, but I'm worse than he is. So there's no point in even trying anymore anyways, because my brain's plasticity or whatever, or ability to learn new stuff is rapidly shrinking, and it's already worse than his probably. So what's the point in even trying? If I'm not gonna beat Slaughterhouse one day, or I mean, I don't even know what the hardest level is right now, to be honest. Is it like Thinking Space 2 or something? I haven't checked the demon list in forever. Sometimes I still hear like Tartarus and I'm like, oh yeah, that's the hardest level, right? Going back to like 2020 with that, or 2021 or whatever. I feel like the last top one that was top one when I was still following it was like Tidal Wave, or maybe like Avernus when it didn't. I don't even remember if it was top one at one point. it doesn't really matter. I don't really need to follow that stuff anyways because I'm never going to beat any of those levels. I mean, first of all, my skill is just so astronomically lower than those levels require. Plus, that would just be incredibly boring and irritating and stuff. I mean, the sense of accomplishment after I do it would be like insane, but I don't think it would be enough to outweigh like the suffering and boredom and anger that would come along with it as well. Because for a level like this, I think it's not really like that. It's like, it's fun level. I'll probably get angry at it at some point. If I die at like 90% or something. But then once I do beat it, it'll feel really good. And it's like, you know, first extreme, 31st demon, maybe. I just beat, Cataclysm 1 earlier. Because I was looking at Cataclysm, and, then I saw Cataclysm 1 and I was like, wait a second. I already have progress on this, I might as well just try and beat it. I think I spent like, or no, I think I was just doing it straight, like blind. I didn't have any progress. So I went into practice mode, and then did some attempts, and I think I beat it in 76 attempts, or that was my total attempt count on the level. So, it's like a very, very easy demon, so. Or maybe it just feels easy because everything that I've been playing recently has been like a harder, extreme, or insane demon. There's this one level called The Place. 2 spaces between the and place, by the way. That I tried out yesterday because I was looking for like insane demons that were like slow, or like slow paced, and like like learning and stuff. And somebody suggested that one, and yeah, it definitely is a learning level. I wouldn't quite call it like memorization, although I mean it kind of is, but it's not hard memory. Except the end is kind of hard because it like the screen gets like wider and wider, and like your vision is more obscured each time, and you gotta like keep doing this same part over and over again. So you need to like remember where stuff is. It's a really short part, but it's like that, and that's right at the end of the level, so that would suck to die there. Okay. I think I'm starting to lose my edge. I'll go until attempt 80 and then I'll stop. Even if I make some amazing progress, I'm just gonna stop anyways, because like I think I'm getting diminishing returns here just from how much I've played. I thought I was gonna make it to the cube, and I was gonna say it's been a while since I've been here, but no. Oh, that was a clean orb timing, and that one too. I used up all my luck there, and then I just got cooked in the wave. I mean, skill, not luck. There's no luck involved in this level. Oh my god. Okay. 6 more attempts. 5 more attempts. Four more attempts. I swear my mouse did like just didn't register there or something weird. The Model O is starting to give up. They can't handle the abuse anymore. Okay. Come on. Okay, nice. Back here again, finally. Oh my, I did that red pad thing again where I just didn't, okay. Last attempt. Let's make it count. Of course I knew I was gonna die to that timing. Okay, well, that was some decay there. Oh my god, my hand. Oh. Well, there you go. I think I didn't actually make any like percentage progress, but that's fine. I made it like far, in my opinion, a pretty decent number of times. And I think I was just starting to get more tired out by the end of that because it's been 2.5 hours. So yeah, I think this is a good start. I don't really know how long to expect for this one. Like it could be like a week, or maybe like a couple days, or it could be like 2.5 weeks. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna take too long to finish this, but definitely not as fast as Forest Temple. I mean, I've already spent more time in this one stream than I did in the 2 Forest Temple streams combined. So, yeah. But there you have it. That was trying to beat Decay. So.